Hello, everyone out there. It's William here at Allegory Gallery. And I didn't get as much done as I wanted to today, but I got a number of new gemstone strands in the online store. And I still have, I've decreased my bag by maybe half or so. I'm cheating a little bit because I still have some off to the side that I have pictures of, but didn't get into the online store. It was a busier day than I expected for multiple reasons. I had some work from my other job to do that popped up. So that kind of set me a little bit behind. I slept in a little bit today. I guess I didn't realize how tired my body was. Especially after being sick and trying to recover. And so I slept in later than I expected to. Then I had the other job's work to do. Normally I do those things in the evening, but it was an email that we wanted to get out during the day. So that was my day. And then I came into the store and started taking pictures. And I took a lot of pictures of gemstones, and they are in the online store now. You can actually go and get them now if you want to. If you don't want to watch this video at all, I hope you do. But if you don't want to watch it at all, they are in the online store. They are limited quantities, as we always do. And I guess we'll take a look. How's everyone out there doing first? Let me see who's out there. Hit that like, hit that love, share these videos, please. Let the world know we exist. Share the video. If you're out there on Facebook, please follow Allegory Gallery if you don't, or like our page, Allegory Gallery. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to our YouTube account. And please share these videos with your friends. Let them know that we exist. Let them know that we have great things. Let them know that you trust us to sell you your beads, that we're a trustworthy source that they can go to. Let's see, who is out there? We have Suzanne. Hello, Suzanne. And I'm on my springy thing again today, so sorry about that. We may be bobbleheads a little bit here. I'll bobble with it. Maybe it won't be so bad. Hello, Marianne. Thanks for joining us. Hello, Sarah. Good to see you out there. Hello, Deborah, Susan. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you all out there. I'm going to do this fairly quickly today because I still have more. I have pictures that I've taken that I've not gotten in an inventory yet. And I'm going to try and do some of those tonight, but I may not get to them until tomorrow. I have my booster shot that I'll be getting tomorrow. So hopefully I don't get sick again. I just got over my head cold. I'm not looking forward to getting my booster now because I'm finally feeling better. But with my first 2 shots, I only got sick for about 3 hours. I got like severe chills and I was like literally shivering convulsively. Is that a word? Convulsively? I was shivering so bad that I could not stop. I threw myself under a heated blanket to get it calmed down. So, but it only lasted for 3 hours, and it was like from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. So I'm hopeful that when I get my booster tomorrow at 11 a.m., I'll be able to at least make it through my day. And hopefully have whatever needs to happen overnight, and then I'll wake up and be fine for Friday, right? Today's Thursday? Yeah. For Saturday, I guess. So hopefully I'll be okay, and hopefully I'll get more gemstones added. I really do want to finish adding this bag to the online store. This bag has been sitting with us for maybe a month or 2 now at least, and I've just not gotten around to doing it. So hopefully we'll get these in stock for you all. But I have about 15 or so items I'm going to show you today. These are some of my, I knew I wasn't going to finish in time for this video, so I picked some of my favorites out of the bag. I was selective about what I did to show you these. So, because I wanted to make sure I had good stuff for you all here for the video today. Let's see here. Marianne qualifies for your booster in about a week. Yeah, we're all into the, you can sign up whenever. My local pharmacy, which I just remembered I didn't fill my prescription today, so I'll do that tomorrow too. My local pharmacy has boosters and appointments, so I was able to do that. Let's see here. Amy Sue says, you have amazing beads. My friends love my bracelets because of the beads I got from Allegory. Thank you so much. I'm glad everyone is enjoying them. Like I said, we don't pay a lot for advertising. We have what, 6,000 or 7,000 followers here on Facebook, and we have very rarely ever paid for advertising. We probably would have a lot more followers if we did, I know, but that's one of those expenses that we would rather put into, we would rather not raise the price of beads so that we can afford advertising. So we really count on you out there as our supporters to share these videos, to let people know where you're getting your beads, to let people know that we're a trusted source. That way we can keep the prices low for everybody, or lower for everybody, and not have to, raise prices because we have to afford advertising budgets. So that's how we can also keep our prices down. So that's why we ask you to share all the time. It's not just so that we can, have free advertising. It's so that we can keep our prices lower. For a while, we were doing some ads on Facebook, and those cost per clicks and those all that adds up. For every new like we were getting, for example, on Facebook, we were paying $1. And so when you're doing ads out there, you never know who's finding you. It may be people that resonate with your brand or not. And it may be people who like your page, but never ever watch a video, never ever really look at your page again. They just see it and they like it and they keep moving along. And you're paying for that. So that's why we ask you out there to please share, because we know that if you're sharing things, you're probably sharing it to people who will also appreciate what we do and will appreciate the beads that come from us. So that's why we ask you to share so much. We'd rather keep the prices on the beads lower than pay for an advertising budget. But for every like you get when you're paying $1 to $2 for those likes, it gets expensive, right? It gets expensive for a small business. So, and so we'd rather, like I said, we'd rather keep the prices low on all the beads so you can afford them, so we can afford to sell them. And we don't turn into one of those people who have to have high prices for beads just because we're gaining likes, right? So let's see, what else is everyone doing out there? Where am I? Okay, comments jump around sometimes here. Deborah says, wow, I had no issues with the first two, but got really tired with the booster shot. Susan said, I slept for a couple of days after my booster, had very strange dreams again. I've never had any of those symptoms. I just got very like flu. I got like you get those convulsive chills with the flu, like you can't get your body warm, or sometimes you have sweats. I did that, but it only lasted for like 3 hours. So hopefully that's all at most I get, crossing everything here. Hello, Susan. Thank you for tuning in. Donna says, I didn't have issues with my first two, just a sore arm and tired. I had a sore arm after my booster, and that was it. Lucky. Yeah, Andrew got super kind of flu-like symptoms with his booster, and he did with his second shot too. The first shot I don't think affected him so much. He had a really sore arm, but he got sick with the final first shot, final first set, and then with the booster as well. So I'm hoping I don't, but we'll see. Hello, everybody out there. So let's see. Susan just got sparklies today. Nice. Deborah says, I'm the only one of my friends that dig beads and rocks. You would think that, right? You might think that, but I have noticed a lot of my friends who I didn't know were into rocks and fossils. Remember, we sell crystals and fossils and specimens on our website as well. We have some nice fossils, some nice just solid rocks and crystals. You might think you're the only one, but you never know. You never know. I have found friends that I had no idea. I worked with somebody at Apple in New York, and I had no idea she was into pottery and all this kind of stuff, and crystals, and I learned that actually just this year. She's making pottery and selling it, and who knew? Who knew? Of course, I wasn't interested that much in making pottery until a year ago or so. But you never know what people come up with, especially in the pandemic. People are looking for new hobbies and things to do. A lot of people are looking for crystals for health reasons, metaphysical reasons. So you just never know. Brooke said, I had to postpone my booster because I was exposed on Sunday. The domino effect of the family being exposed is long. including that if I get sick, I can't have a surgical procedure next Friday. Oh my, yeah, fingers crossed for you, Brooke. Hopefully that all works out in your favor. You know, sometimes things happen and they work out better than we thought. You know, sometimes timing is just off, but hopefully whatever is the best for you works out. So let me take a look. Well, let me flip the camera and we'll take a look at some new beads. I look tired today. I just really like my hair. I didn't do my hair at all. I just kind of ran out of the house today because I was late enough as it is. So sorry, I look really worn out a little bit. But I've just been sitting here in the back squinting at my computer and taking pictures all day. So let me flip this camera around and you're going to see the ceiling for a little bit, and that's just so I don't spoil it by showing you anything on the other side of the table. We're going to go into settings and I'm going to flip this camera around here. Maybe if I can get it to scroll where I need it to scroll. There we go, back camera. So as I said, I'm using this new arm thing on my camera. Not new, just newish. And I'm going to try and get this positioned right, or in some manner. And here are the ruler, and I just had my penny because I was just taking pictures. There's the penny. There's the penny. Suzanne's asking, will Gilbert join us today? No, I'm at the store. Gilbert does not leave the house, at least other than for a little walk on the porch maybe. But he is an anxious boy, so he does not leave the house. We only get kitty friend visits when we are at home. Okay, the first one I'm going to show you, I only have one strand of this. And sometimes when we only have one strand or so, I don't worry about putting it in the online store, but I'm putting these all. I'm putting that whole bag in the online store. And I think these are just pretty cool. Whoops. These are an AB pink coated quartz. So these are pink coated quartz. They're listed as pink AB quartz point strand in the online store. $14 only. $14 for this. Now, if you take that apart, like you could take a few of these, turn them into a pair of earrings, right? And make up your money. Make up your money super, super easy. Donna says, my son is into crystals and rocks and beads. He got me started making jewelry. That's right. You never know, right? You never know where that inspiration is going to come from, or that spark is going to come from. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Susan bought a golden guide book to relearn about rocks. That's awesome. I just picked up a crystal book the other day because I don't know much about crystals in the chakras. And so this book has some information on that. So I plan on reading up on that myself just to get more acquainted with it. You know, you gather information when you have a store. You know, sometimes you pick up information here and there, and we know a lot of bits of, you know, information, but sometimes it's good just to get a book and just really kind of look through it and learn it, right? So here we have one strand. This strand you see is the strand you will get if you purchase in the online store. It's only $14 in the online store, and you can grab it now if you'd like. It's under the Gemstone collection in the online stores. All right, so when you go to the online store, you can go to the shop tab at the top, pull that tab down till you go to gemstones, and it's, if you sort from new to old, which is I think how I have the sorting set up automatically, but if not, you can sort new to old. This is the very first thing you'll see. Deborah says, I don't know why they feel the need to dye natural stones, just saying. I think dyeing is amazing, actually. I think you can get beautiful colors with it. These, you know, I have no problem with dyed stones. Not a problem. As long as the dye does not come off, right? and these are not going to. But I have no problem with dyed stones. Sometimes a stone, if these aren't quite, 100% clear, or, sometimes these are the leftovers that they take and dye them really pretty colors. Maybe nobody would want this as a clear. Maybe it wasn't perfectly clear. Maybe it looked cloudy. And so they were able to use these stones by dyeing them. I absolutely have no problem with dyed stones at all. I think they're beautiful. And some stones are dyed that you would never know. A lot of times stones are modified and dyed you would never know. We try to make sure we know when we sell you things, but I don't have a problem with dyed stones. Next up. Whoa, don't fall. We have these mega chunks. Look at that. Now, again, these are much pinker in person than they're going to come across on the screen. I made sure to modify the photos to make them so you could see the pink that they are. These are rose quartz. These are not dyed. As Susan says, yeah, a lot are heat treated too. A lot of Prasiolite is heat treated. But yeah, a lot of stones are heat treated, especially now. Heat treating isn't necessarily, heat treating is kind of sometimes doing what they would naturally do if they were left in the earth, right? But dyeing, that's a different thing. And you can get some really good colors and really nice things that that you would never get in stones if they weren't dyed otherwise. Like, for example, y'all, I know you all love, and so do we, that Galaxy Tiger Eye. That Galaxy Tiger Eye is not natural. I hate to break it to you, but the Galaxy Tiger Eye that we sell out of every single time we have it is a dyed stone. So sometimes the dyeing is beautiful. So this is rose quartz. And as I said, the rose quartz, because camera phones have sapphire lenses or faux sapphire lenses, it's a blue. And so sometimes the blue cuts down on the pink when it comes through. So we do, when we take pictures of rose quartz, we do have to modify them a little bit. We always try to make sure our photos give the best representation of the stone when you're holding it as best that we can. Sometimes it's not always perfect, but we do our best. So these are giant chunks of rose quartz, and these are approximately 7-inch strands of giant chunks of rose quartz. Marianne says, as long as any treatments are disclosed, it's okay with me. And that's kind of how we feel. As long as we know, right? Now, these are natural. These are natural rose quartz, big chunks, available $24 a strand in the online store. $24 a strand. Deborah said, has not seen the Galaxy Tiger Eye that we speak of. We have had it a number of times on these lives and in the online store, and every time it sells out. It's a beautiful green and blue and pink. It looks like a galaxy. Like if you look at pictures of space and galaxies, you see those swirls of green and purple and pink. That's what the Tiger Eye looks like. It's a gorgeous stone, but it's not natural. That's for sure. That doesn't come out of the earth that way. All right, so that's the rose quartz. Let's move on to Smoky Quartz. Smoky Quartz. Come on, get out of the bag. Now, this is approximately a 7-inch strand of Smoky Quartz Faceted Nuggets. Smoky Quartz Faceted Nuggets. Check those out. Beautiful. That's approximately a 7-inch strand as well. Those are $21 a strand in the online store. $21 a strand in the online store. I love these big chunky pieces. I love the big chunky pieces. Yeah, if y'all type Galaxy Tiger Eye, since you're all asking, in Google, I just checked it, you'll see what Galaxy Tiger Eye looks like. You'll see that. Deborah says, that's nice. This is nice. This is, you can see that beautiful quartz. They are faceted nuggets. Beautifully faceted nuggets. They're just irregular shaped nuggets. There's no particular shape to them. I love this kind of style because I like asymmetrical jewelry. And if you do too, you might love these. I also love big jewelry. So these are a double hit for me. And those are $21. I think I said $21. Is that right? Oh, come on, computer. There we go. $21 in the online store only. And I have 2 strands only of those. 2 strands available. All right. Next up, we have some red aventurine 6mm rounds. Red aventurine 6mm rounds, just a very simple strand. This is about a 15.5-inch strand, almost 16 inches, 15.5-inch strand or so. Beautiful red aventurine. I love this color. I think it's spectacular. It's just a really pretty, almost like a light carnelian, right? Red aventurine, and this is $6. Only $6 for this strand. Remember, we keep our prices as low as we can. Stummily's asked me if I wear jewelry or design it. I do wear it sometimes. Generally, because of working in the store and the things that I get into, I don't wear a lot. But when we go out places, which we don't do now much because of the pandemic, but I do have a large collection of jewelry that I wear. Do I design a lot? Not so much. Not my own. I do help customers design a lot in the store. So when they're coming in, we do have certain customers that will not buy things unless I'm actually in the store because they like to walk around and design it with me. So I do it that way. And that's kind of, in New York, I dressed people, and so I worked at small boutiques, and we would go through dressing people. Like, I used to be able to tell you what your size was just when you walked in the door. I didn't need to ask you what size clothing did you wear. I got very good at it. And so I could just walk around the store and start pulling things for people and start dressing them after I got to know their personalities and their attitudes. And so that too was a place that a lot of people would just leave if I wasn't around, because they like to work with me. And so that was really nice. So I don't do designing to make things necessarily for myself, but I do design with people. So this is red aventurine. These are 6mm rounds, about a 15.5-inch strand at $6. $6. Next up, we have Peruvian Amazonite Pebbles. Peruvian Amazonite Pebbles. And these have some really pretty, kind of designs in them. Really pretty colors, really pretty patterning. This is Peruvian Amazonite. They are approximately 8 by 10mm pebbles. Keep knocking this thing. 8 by 10mm pebbles. And again, that's approximate. They're about a 15.5-inch strand again. They're between 15 and 16 inches for the strand. And these are only $14 a strand for these beautiful Peruvian Amazonite. Just an awesome stone, really pretty color. Oh, another thing, how's everyone liking the new color of the year for 2022? Did you all see the color of the year? Very Periwinkle is the new color for 2022. Periwinkle, Very Peri, by the Pantone company. I think it's amazing. I love purple, and I like blue, and it's kind of that bluish purple, so I'm totally into it. I'm kind of a little bit sad because the colors of the year for 2021 were the gray and yellow, and it really got me into yellow. And now the color of the year for 2022 is purple, and I already like purple. So I was very I was really hoping, I was really hoping for a color that I would say that I don't know if I really like that, so that by the end of the year I'd probably love it. But hey, you know, at least it's a purple I like. At least it's a purple I like. Brooke says, I think I'll be like into it more in the spring. Suzanne says, I like it. It'll be interesting to see how it works in the summer. Yeah, I mean, periwinkle, that's an easy color for a lot of people to wear. That's one of those things when you're looking at skin tones, that very peri that they came out with. If you're pale, you can wear it. If you're tan, you can wear it. White, black, Asian, you can wear it. It's a really pretty color, and it's a really good color for the majority of skin tones. Okay, let's see here. We have up next, we have black gold Amazonite, faceted rondelles, 5 by 8 millimeter. Beautiful, beautiful. Now this is a plated, and it's almost kind of, I'm going to say the plating is almost non-existent, other than to give it that little bit of sparkle. Excuse me. Other than to give it that little bit of sparkle, there's not much of a plating on this. It's not like it's changing the color. It's more of like a clear coat, I would call it. And this is about a 15.5-inch strand again, 5 by 8 millimeter faceted rondelles in black gold Amazonite. Let's see, let me scroll back here. Karen says periwinkle is like a pale tanzanite. It's true, it really is. Let's see here. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, my allergies, I'm done being sick. Now my allergies feel like they're kicking back in. I was just talking with one of our helpers today, and she's like, yeah, I have fall allergies or have hay fever allergies, even when it doesn't seem like there's any hay around, right? I know, it's awful. So these are only $28 a strand. And I think that's a lot of beads for $28. I think that's a really good price on those. We got a good deal. So we're passing that along. Black gold Amazonite, plated. And like I said, that plating, it's not really changing the color. It's not like a gold plating or a silver plating. It's really just to give that a little bit of that kind of sapphire sparkle shine on that. So there you have those. And like I said, available in the online store. I think we only have 3 strands of that available. $28 a strand. $28 a strand. Next up, who likes rutilated quartz? I do. I do. We have rutilated quartz pebbles. Again, approximately 8. These are approximately 8 by 10 millimeter. And these are beautiful rutilated quartz pebbles. They're smooth pebbles. You can see some of that rutilation is really, really quite pronounced in these. Karen says, I find that I haven't been able to get turquoise at reasonable prices. That Amazonite fills the colorways for me. It's true. It's true. It's a very close color, right? Or especially like that Peruvian Amazonite. You get the close turquoise color. Now we're going to have some turquoise coming up, but it is old stock turquoise. It is beautiful turquoise, but it is on the pricier side. But we had some of this before and we sold out of them, so we got some more. Luckily, our old stock vendor had a few more strands and we were able to get some. We couldn't possibly buy them all the first time around, so we were glad that they still had some when we went back. So this is the Rutilated Quartz Pebbles. These are $14 a strand only. It's about a 15.5-inch strand again. One out there, I love it. I'm a chips gal. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I like chips and pebbles. A lot of people don't, but I really do. Susan loves rutilated and tourmalinated quartz. Me too. And now that I'm into yellow because of the color of the year in 2021, I actually really like these. All right, so there's that. Available in the online store. Again, these are all available in the online store, but in very limited quantities. I only have like 2 strands of the rutilated quartz here. So at $14 a strand, that is a steal. So grab that. Be sure you do. Suzanne says, I love the old stock turquoise I got from you. Oh, good. I am glad. You know, we always want people to love what they get. And we try to buy the best for you all. We really do try hard to get the best at great prices. Next up, we have, I know Suzanne loves these, and I know some people are really a fan of this, Botswana agate chips. These are smooth Botswana agate chips. These are really super pretty. I hope it's coming across on the camera how pretty these are. Like they have nice striations in them, nice patterns. Keep me posted if you have long strands of gems. Somebody's saying, well, these are 16 inches. These are a full strand, 15 and a half, 16 inches. These are full strands. So this is Botswana agate. These are tumbled chips, 16-inch strand, $15 only. $15 a strand, and I only have 2. We can only get 2 at that price right now. So $15 a strand, 2 strands available in the online store right now, ready for you to purchase. Just go to the shop tab. Let me throw up so y'all know where you're going if you're new. allegorygallery.com. Go to the shop tab, go down to gemstones, and these should be close to the top if you're sorting by new to old. $15 a strand only. $15 a strand. All right. 2 strands available. $34-inch or longer. I don't know who you are, Facebook user, because your name isn't coming up. Maybe you didn't sign into StreamYard. Sometimes they ask you to do that. But we do have some long chip strands, but generally 34 inches or longer is only in chips. We don't usually get that for any other kind of stone. We do have a few in the physical store, though. And if you'd like to see any of those, you can send us a message, just like always. All right, what's next? This is probably one of my favorite. Oh, Deborah's got to go. Check that online store, Deborah. Check and make sure there's nothing there you need. But have a great night. Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite of the evening. I think we only have 3 strands of it. 3 strands of it. And we were talking about this a little bit earlier. Prasiolite. Green amethyst, right? Now, I've not been told whether this is heat treated or not. So that's my disclaimer. I don't know for sure. Generally, this vendor, the stones were natural, but again, cannot be 100% sure on this one. Either way, doesn't bother us. Heat treating is generally just something that would happen in the earth anyway. Hello, Janice. Thanks for tuning in. So this is Prasiolite or green amethyst rough cut points. $40 only for the strand, which I think is a wonderful price. We do not get green amethyst very often. We don't see Prasiolite in the store very much, but these are beautiful chips, points, nuggets, whatever you want to call them, of green amethyst. Check that out. Just beautiful, stunning. I love them, but I love this kind of stuff. I love designing with people with these kind of stones because there's so much that you can do with them. Whether you add them in clumps, you can add them in chunks in a necklace, add 3 or 4 of them together and, kind of spread them out. where they add interest that way. You can use them for earrings. You can wire wrap these if you wanted to, or make pendants out of each individual one. You could easily make pendants out of these. We've had pendants like this, just one stone, wire wrap it a little bit, put it on a leather cord, sell them for $12 to $18 or so, right? So $40 for a whole strand of that, and that is a 16-inch strand or 15 to 16-inch strand. Gorgeous. All right, so that's the green amethyst or Prasiolite. I think, what did I say, 3 strands, 2 strands or 3 strands of that only. $40 a strand. Grab them now if you love them. I will be, no one knows that this stuff is on the online store yet unless they're watching this video. I haven't announced it anywhere. We will be posting it on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook here after this video. And I'll be posting photos and things. So you all, you know, you get the first chance to purchase this stuff by watching these videos. I haven't even moved the gemstone category to the top of the website yet, so it's buried down below. So there's less of a chance of people seeing it until you all get to see them. Next up, I know you're going to love these. I know. Faceted oval labradorite beads. Check these out. Suzanne says, we're in the know. You are. You are. That's what you get for watching these videos. You get to be in the know a little bit faster than everyone else. So beautiful labradorite, faceted ovals. And these are generally what I say. They're about 8 millimeter by 6 to about 11 by 8. Some of the strands are a little bit long or bigger in the pieces. Some are, you know, there's a mix on each strand. So I just kind of did a quick, it's about this to this. These are stunning. I keep hitting this. I want to raise this, but if I raise it, then it's too high for you all. You don't get to see the detail. So these strands, these are a little bit shorter. These are about 12.5-inch strands. They're about 12.5-inch strands, and they're only $28 a strand. Only $28 a strand. Right here, you're seeing 4 strands, just so you can see. I have, I think, 9 strands of these available at that price. 9 strands. Here they all are. They have brilliant colors to them, beautiful reflection. They are stunning strands for only $28 each. Now, you can make a pair of earrings with those, with just 2 of them or 4 of them. I always go back to earrings. That's something that, you know, it's easy to make money off of earrings. And in the store, we sell our gemstone earrings between about $28 and $38 or so for the bezeled ones. But if you did nice wire wrapping on these, you could easily sell them for that price and make up most of your money on that strand. So there they are. 9 strands only available. Once they're gone, we will probably never see these again. Not at that price anyway. So do get them if you love them. Next up, before we get into the turquoise, we have one other strand left. Susan says earrings are a great and simple way to dress up an outfit. That's right, right? You can wear earrings with jeans and a t-shirt. You can wear earrings with a very dressy outfit. It doesn't matter, anywhere in between. Earrings work well. Next up, we have something called cherry quartz, but this is glass, everyone. This is not quartz. They call it cherry quartz. The vendor called it cherry quartz, but it is glass. It looks like a stone, the way it's done, right? It looks like a stone, but this is glass. And these are cherry quartz glass rounds. These are about 6 millimeters. And I didn't list think these are a 16-inch strand. 15.5 to 16-inch strand. They are a beautiful color, beautiful kind of peachy on the grape, kind of like a grapefruit, right? Kind of like a grapefruit color, which is something I miss a lot. Many of you may or may not know, you can't eat grapefruit with a lot of medications. And when I went on my anxiety medication, that is one that I cannot eat grapefruit with, and I miss grapefruit a lot. So I love this color, and it reminds me of how much I miss grapefruit. But these are only $4.50 a strand. $4.50 a strand. They are 6mm round glass beads called cherry quartz glass, and $4.50 only. 5 strands available if you would like those. Now let's get into the higher dollar. Let's get into some turquoise. Susan said that's true about grapefruit, especially heart meds. Yeah, grapefruit messes up the dosage in medication. So from what I've read and what I understand, you know, most medications, the pill size is all determined by, you know, like the half-life of things and how long the medication will stay in your system and how much it is actually absorbed. And grapefruit can actually make you, I believe, absorb more. I think that's what it is. So it really can mess up absorption rates, and you can get too much medication by taking grapefruit with some medications. So usually pharmacists and all that, they're really good about making sure you're not taking it, that you have warnings for that, but it is something to keep in mind. Okay, next up, we have this 16-inch strand of turquoise. Turquoise nuggets. These are just kind of irregular nuggets. Turquoise. This is old stock turquoise. These are most likely stabilized. They're not dyed, but they are stabilized. Turquoise is a very soft stone, and the stabilization helps so that they don't just break and flake and, you know, kind of fall apart on you. So most of the turquoise we have is stabilized, but that's something actually that you generally want, because otherwise turquoise can just fall apart. So this is turquoise irregular nuggets is what I called them, I think. Irregular nuggets, a 16-inch strand. This is $185. $185. This is nice because this is old stock. This is very nice quality turquoise for the price. I will say that. Very good turquoise. $185. We could probably sell that at twice that price and have no problem selling it. Maybe not during the holidays. Who knows? I know people are taxed out a little bit during the holidays, right? But if you want to buy yourself a nice gift, we've got it right here. This might be one of them. 16-inch strand, irregular turquoise nuggets, $185. Okay. Next up, we have some more turquoise discs. Turquoise discs. This is about a 16-inch strand. These are approximately 8mm wide discs. Check those out. Those are some beautiful turquoise discs. And this is only $60 for the strand. $60. $60 for the whole strand of turquoise discs. These are beautiful to use as spacers if you want to, or use them in groups. I love using them in chunks like this in your designs. Susan says all that needs is a clasp, right? Just restring that out of clasp. It could be done. Only $60. That's a dang nice $60 necklace right there, right? So $60. We only have one. We were able to get one from our dealer at that price. Looks like somebody's buying something. Thank you out there, whoever that was. So some of these are already selling. You're gonna hear my little phone. So $60 for that strand, one of those available. Grab it now if you want it. If that wasn't already what just sold, who knows? Maybe it's gone now. I don't know. Maybe it's gone now. It is gone now. Sorry, that one's sold. Somebody grabbed it already. I just bought these. That's a steal, right? Sandra knows what she's talking about. Sandra knows not to dilly-dally too long, right? Thank you, Sandra. We really appreciate that. Next up, we have these turquoise discs / nuggets. Like some of these are kind of disc shaped, some of them are nugget shaped. These I love, love, love. All the different colors in these. You have the light blue, you have the dark blue, you have the brown, you have some of the green. It's just a really amazing mix of turquoise. And this strand is only $90. $90. Beautiful strand of turquoise. Let me show you some of that again. $90 only on that. There's some of that green in there. You have some of the dark blue, the light blue over here, some of that brown. I love when the matrix is in there. You get some of that brown. This is a quality strand right here. $90. Only one of these available as well. Only one of these available. Karen says, so organic and lovely. They really, really are. They're amazing. Okay. I'm just going to sit and stare at them if I don't move on. We're going to move on to the last strand that we have. And we do have two of them, of this last strand. I'm going to show you one. And so if you see this strand that I just showed you, what you see in the photos on the website is the one you will get, because we only have one. So this one we have two. This is the one that we've had before. We've sold completely out of it, and we had to ask for restock. They came in, I think, this time a little bit more expensive than when we got them the first time, but not too bad. These are $185 as well, and these are graduated turquoise discs. So they start at around 5 millimeter wide up here, and they go to about 15 down here. So they change about 3 times in size along the way. And we have gorgeous, gorgeous turquoise discs. And I think I just maybe sold that other strand of turquoise. Yep. So that strand I just showed you before this has sold. I don't know who out there got it, but thank you so much. Really appreciate that. We have two of these available at $185. We had, I think, 3 of them available the first time we got from this supplier, and we sold them out pretty much immediately. So we were able to get 2 more strands of these at $185 retail for you all. These are old stock. These are stunning turquoise beads. All the colors of turquoise. Look, you can just see all of the colors. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you the other strand. If you order these online, you're going to get one strand or the other. They're very similar, but I'm going to show you both. They start out light. They have some of the striations of the darker, then the lighter, then the darker, then the blue. They're very, very similar. And so you get all the turquoise in there, right? You get all those colors, from the very lightest blue to the darkest greens and browns to these beautiful, excuse me, beautiful deep blues, almost like that Sleeping Beauty color blue. Beautiful turquoise discs. graduated from about 5 millimeters at the smallest to about 15 millimeter wide at the largest. All right, $185. $185 each, only 2 strands available. Like I said, we had 3 strands the first time we purchased these from the vendor, and they sold out immediately. I think we did a live on them and you all grabbed them up. So I know we have some new people out there watching lately, and or maybe you wanted to, you know, you missed them the first time around, or maybe you bought them and you need another strand. So we have them now. $185. 15 millimeters is crazy, right? Check that out. Check that out. Just about 15 millimeters there on your largest size. Beautiful, beautiful turquoise. All right. So there you go. That is our show for today. That's what I've got for you today. That's what I've been able to get done. I will be adding more either tonight or I'll start working on it tomorrow. We'll see what I get through tonight. Yeah, we'll see. Janice says, I don't know how you don't want to keep all of these gorgeous stones and never be able to own a bead shop. You know, that is, Andrew mostly ran the bead shop for the first 4 years. Many of you who are new to us may not know that, but when we started the store, Andrew was in the store every day. I worked my other job every day as well. And I'd sometimes come down on weekends to help or take over on weekends, but he ran the store for the first 4 years. And on the 5th year, going into the 5th year, we had a 5-year plan that I was going to quit my job in 5 years. But I was able to quit it in 4. With all of his help and with him really getting the store up and running. And when I moved into the store, it was the hardest thing in the world to see some of these stones and not keep them. Because really, I was new to this kind of, because I'd been working, you know, at Apple and in clothing boutiques, and I would see these stones and some of this high priced jewelry we used to sell, and just think, boy, if I could make that, or if I had the stones to make that. And then we had our own store, and I started seeing these stones. It was so hard to let go. And there are still some things that I wish we would have kept. But you know, when you have a store, you have to make your money back, right? And so when you find the right person, and that's what it's really about, that's what we worry about the most a lot of times, is really, you know, finding homes that go to the right people for this stuff. We have $700-800 strands in the store, and they're not for everyone, right? But there have been many times too that if we know that a person can't necessarily afford that kind of a price, we give discounts if we know it's going to the right home, you know, because you want to put the beads with people who really, really appreciate them. So we try and do our best to keep prices low all the time, but especially in the physical store where we can meet and talk to people and really get to know people. And sometimes you just see somebody who just loves something so much, like you can see yourself in them, and you know how much you would love it, or how much, you know, you wish you could get it. And you just see that, and sometimes you can't help but give a discount or bring it down to something they can afford, even if you lose money on it sometimes. But that's what it's like, you know, when you own a store. You know, you have to make money, but you have to also have those concessions sometimes when you know it's going to the right person, right? So that's the show for today. Oh, Stummilly's asking if I have any more turquoise. No more. I know no more of that old stuff. That is, let me just look through the bag really quickly to make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't have any more turquoise, I don't think, period, in that bag. And this is definitely all of the old stock turquoise that we have. So if you're looking to grab something from it, this is the choice. That's premium stuff right there. Okay, let me flip this camera around here again so you can see my face. I can't see you, but I always say so I can see you, but it's kind of like I see you. And let me get my wild stand here in some kind of it's bendy, so it kind of bends to where you want it, and then it bends to where it wants it. Okay, let me back up again. So hopefully you loved what we have. I will be showing you more gemstones as long as the booster goes okay and I don't get sick early in the day. I will be showing you more gemstones tomorrow during the live. The ones that I have to show you tomorrow, I don't know, they're going to come in at all price points probably, but they're not going to be like this almost $200 turquoise price point. They're going to be lower than that. And a lot of them are probably going to be within the probably $10 to $50 price point, I'm guessing. So that's what we have going for tomorrow. And again, hopefully you like this. Hopefully you found something. I know a few people did, so thank you so much. And remember, these are super, super duper limited quantities. So if you like something you saw here today, I hope you will grab it. I don't want you to miss out. If you're the right person for it, we want you to get it. So thank you so very much. Have a wonderful evening, everybody, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. All right. Now remember, you're seeing all of this first in this video if you're watching it live. So I will be posting photos of these items now to Facebook here in the next few minutes. So if you want to get it before those photos go out, I would go to the online store, allegorygallery.com, go to the shop tab, go down to gemstones, and take a look. Grab yours before they go public, or more people see it. All right. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you for your support. We would not still be here without all of you out there. So thank you, and we'll see you here tomorrow. Bye now.